Now I believe everyone can both hear and see, and that's very good. My name is Andreas Christensen. Today we are running a complete presentation of what we have created for you and for the company itself. So today going to be an exhausted period where we're going to run through it very quickly, and we will not have any Q&A today. Because it's an extensive presentation, and we want to make sure that everyone we don't spend too much time. So 1 second while I prepare the stuff for you here, and we get started. There are some exciting news today. I'm really thrilled to be here and to show it all to you. So what we're going to do, we're going to have a complete review today. And then we have a same tomorrow. We will also at 3 o'clock have an AMA where you can ask us any question. We will do that tomorrow at 3. And we will also release this information that we are providing today. We promised you the record also from the previous one, but this will be even better. So we kept the record, and we actually going to release this record. So a lot of things will be covered here. There is a lot of great news, a lot of new things about the game, and also about the opportunities. So let's get started, and let's get into presentation mode. So tomorrow, AMA at 3 o'clock CET, you can ask any questions. You can send them either in advance to ask@super.one, or you can send them in the WhatsApp group in the regard I can fetch them. We will answer tomorrow. And any questions about anything that we are presenting. So that's ready to go. Let's get into sharing mode and get this great presentation going. So welcome again to all of you. It's a pleasure for me and an honor to present this. We have been through a lot of hard work. Even these days, we are really hard at work. There are some great creative assets being prepared for a campaign, as we all know about. And we are about to really get into the market. Again, disclaimer, pictures are for illustration purposes and numbers are for our estimates only. Just to have that said, it's something our lawyers ask us to say every time. So let's get started on the game. And the whole purpose of this game is to have all these fans all over the world to connect and engage together. And there are tremendous opportunities around in various sports. We are focusing on football, and we're going to stay towards football today. So football, 3 billion fans out there, probably more, 3.5, somebody say. And there are many different clubs, many football players. There are 50,000 professional football players out there in the world. There's a lot of engagement happens there. Of course, we never forget about the other sports or the entertainment side. Let's move on now. We are launching towards 600 million fans in top 10 countries around the world. So we have a great partnership. And we will soon disclose that partnership. They have more than 1 billion video views every month, more than 500 million mobile gamers out of a global population of 3 billion gamers or so. There are 2.5, 3 billion gamers in the world. So many of them inside and reachable through our partnership. And we start with the game launch on November 15, which is only a few weeks away. We're going to have 2 types of games coming out of the gate. Some people have asked for the other game, Champions. That will be a part and an extension of the Battle Royale mode. So we haven't forgot it. We're working on it, but in the background. It will come later because it's more work to really create all that asset than to get the Battle Royale. So we believe Battle Royale is our poster-style game mode. We're going to open up free version in November. We're going to continue first quarter with a paid version. So the first free version is to create a huge user base and create a lot of excitement connected to Super One, while the paid version will of course monetize the platform from here to there. So massive dynamic prices is the kind of poster child of what we're doing. Really excitement. So you see here Salah's expression in his face is all about getting first, coming into the race, and this happens every 5 minutes. So we have a pricing model when we start with the monetizing, that 20% of what's being put up in fees from the players will be given to the first or the last fan standing, the winner. And 10% will go on to second, and 5% to number 3. We're going to look a little bit later what that will mean. So it's a really exciting model that just keeps recurring, and we will have a new game starting every 5 minutes. That's 288 games every day. So that's really cool. So we have this beautiful image coming from various picture agencies, really crispy new gaming mode. We are the Tinder of gaming, and we have easy, medium, and hard questions. So we really pick your brain. The easy one is to get you, going in a feasible way. When it gets into the medium territory, it becomes the uphill, and when you really hit the hard questions, you will feel that your knowledge comes too short after a while. So we have this beautiful swiping interface. Like I said, we are the Tinder of gaming, and we have not only you can swipe left for no, right for yes, but you can also swipe up and pass the question, and you can swipe down to freeze to get a little bit more time, or you can double tap to exchange the question. There are different aspects of this, and we have really worked hard to find all these nice tactics, so it will be a habit for the players, and really give them some extra chances to manage in the game. These features will of course be limited, but they fits very well into the whole gameplay. So the gameplay will go like we will have about 10 seconds per question, and then we will have the first 10 questions will be easy, then it will change to medium, and then it will change to hard. So that's the uphill you're facing, and a lot of people will lose out as we move towards the hard questions. So these seconds and these number of questions are of course subject to change. It could be that when we start the game, we find that we need more easy, or we can face in the medium harder earlier. So this is something you do dynamically on the platform. And with all these questions we have built in some combination. Then on the right side, you see the features we have. And some of them can be free features, some of them can be paid features. In total, they will be limited for every game. So you can't freeze too much, and you can swap unlimited, and of course the pass and the lives. So these are really nice features, easy to understand, easy to use, and will give you a great advantage inside the game. So when you're looking at using these features, we have the pass, swap, and freeze. They are all connected to the various questions in the game, and all questions are connected to NFT cards. And many of you own NFT cards. We have published 185,000 of them, and many has purchased those or redeemed them as a part of the loot box feature. So what we are doing is basically created the game features connected to the NFTs. We haven't seen that much in around, but we think this is a unique concept for us, and they're all connected in. So the bronze cards are connected to the easy questions, the silver is connected to the medium questions, and the gold is connected to the difficult or hard questions. So the whole lineup here also includes platinum and diamond. That will just have higher staking rewards, because we are paying staking rewards for every single transaction related to a card. So these cards are all to boost up your performance. And of course, if you own one of these cards, you never if you own one of these cards, you don't pay to use them in the game, for sure. So that's something we haven't talked that much about, but that's for sure. So we have spaces. That's where we disrupt and innovate in the advertising space in gaming. So we created these spaces like kind of billboards inside the game. So the user or players can enter this, watch an advertising, and then enter into the game. And then the advertiser is the one who's actually creating revenue that will be shared to the different spaceboard owners on a different formula. We're not going to go into too much detail, but this is really amazing concept for how the big brands out there can really reach out to sports fan and really interact with them inside the game in a whole profound new level. So all bonuses on our platform is in real time. So whether there is a premium, somebody buying some extra stuff inside a free game, or they're entering a paid game, or they're looking at an advertising, we are paying you and everyone else in real time. So everything goes in real time. That's a mantra for us. We are the future of how people do business. That's why we call Super One the future today. We have always been doing real-time transaction. So we have finality within few seconds. Everybody's paid. That also reflects our business model. So the social gameplay is really, really cool stuff. And it's really needed because people, they play games, not only to win and to satisfy themselves, but to meet others. On our platform, you can meet like-minded people. Look here, if you are keen on Barcelona, you can chat with other people about Barcelona. You will be able to draw around on the app, and you will find other people. You can connect with them. You can even invite them to play together, and you can play together. And if you are good, like Elena and Davis here, you can win, and you can win a cruise, and you can travel together. That's the best pickup line in modern history. So that there are many different versions of this, but this dual game is an amazing way of engaging people, and we can have tournaments going, so they need to come back every day to do this and really create a long-term relationship with the game and the platform. Amazing concept, really cool stuff coming down the pipeline. So the creator bonuses you are familiar with. We have a creator program on the platform that's giving away bonuses for people that bring in other people, basically. That's what it is, or engage other people into commerce. So here we have something really cool for you, the star bonus. We have expanded that, and we're gonna do a really profound star program. Here we see Neymar, where he's a very active social media football player. You see how he's interacting with his fans, and here you will see you can play against Neymar. It will of course be a recorded session, but you're able to challenge Neymar, and you will have his this is for illustration purpose. You will challenge the star, and you will have focus on you with your video. He will have his video. You will be able to see. And when you beat the star, you will get a signed NFT. That's a whole new innovation we have. And you can collect these NFTs. And all of a sudden, when you have a collection of these, things will happen. You can be invited to special events. You can have preferential. You can probably even meet the star. So there is a lot of things coming down the pipeline. And the most important thing here for the star is that they earn money from this engagement. On YouTube today, the stars, and also, of course, on any other social media, they earn from advertising. Likewise here, they're able to earn from the revenue that's generated by their fans playing against them. So this is a really cool model that the stars will love because they will have how should I say, financial relationship to it. They will be able to make good money. So we can take a very simple calculation. If you have the top shakers and movers in the football industry, they make, of course, a lot of money. But if you go a little bit below that, and you see people that maybe have, let's say they have 100,000 players coming in here, they're playing $1 a day, that's $100,000 a day, and they get 10%, that's $10,000 a day, which is also a lot of money, even for the middle range football players. For the big stars, you can talk into millions. So if a star like Neymar had like 1 million people fighting him every day for $1, and we gave him 10%, that's $100,000 to Neymar every day. That's also a lot of money even for Neymar. So this is really cool concept, and we are really amazed about it. And we have some some more secrets related to this coming up when it comes to how we're going to get the stars to really come into our platform. And that will be connected to our partnerships. And there are something really exciting cooking in the kitchen there. So more on the star bonus, you're looking at player versus player, see how the Norwegian Haaland can fight Mbappe here, and we can create these teams. We don't even need the stars to engage, but if they engage, you see here we can create a person or player versus player fight. So who has the most the best crowd, okay? So you can play on the team of Haaland or the team of Mbappe and really be part of the whole team feeling and try to fight each other. Now I see in the design here we have, I don't think that the difference will be that big, but this can be really exhilarating stuff. This can, of course, also become premium services where these two football pros that put up this fight, they promote it and they will earn from it. On the right side, we have the country versus country, which is also one of my favorites here, because we put up France and Brazil. They actually played the final in World Cup in 1998. And you see here how we can brand it, how we can really create feelings. So imagine when Germany fighting England or France like Brazil here, and you have all the people coming in, really want to fight for the country, and we have different rewards. We can also reward here national teams. We can do a lot of stuff related to that. Amazing features that will expand our bonus and engagement level. So, and it doesn't stop there. As we say, within the star bonus, we have the partnership. We already have one partnership we haven't disclosed. Here we are envisioning the 3 more partnerships. We have Spotify, we have Netflix, and we have TikTok, just as an example. These partners will earn, of course, similar to the stars, real-time bonuses all the time for putting Super One out there in the world. It's really amazing, and we think this will give a whole new way for media outlets, for publishers, for channels that control a lot of people. We can engage in a whole new way. Okay, now we have football here as an example. Imagine music quizzes inside Spotify. Imagine movie quizzes inside Netflix. Netflix is already started moving into gaming. So imagine different social media things inside TikTok. This is the power of our platform. This is how we're going to change the landscape going forward. So stay tuned. Let's start on the Battle Royale free version. We're going to open that, and there's going to be one new game every 5 minutes, 288 times a day, a game coming up. And we're going to spend $10,000 in cash prizes every day that can be withdrawn. We're going to attract millions of players all over the world and create an unprecedented awareness about trivia gaming and Super One. Combined with our media partnership, we're going to reach out to the whole world. No shying away from that. So we are a main partner in a campaign starting on the 15th of November. And I can tell you, last year, Visa was their main partner. This year, we are the main partner. So, powerful beginning. We are starting really heavy off with World Cup. We're probably going to start only with World Cup in the very, very first week or two. Then we're phasing in the 4 biggest clubs like Manchester, Barcelona, Real Madrid, Liverpool, and more to come. We have much more. And we're going to have all these exciting prizes that comes in. And who knows most about World Cup? Who knows most about these different clubs? So we're going to touch the level. We're going to adjust the platform. But we have a powerful beginning. And you know, guys, big things have small beginnings, but I also like to say big things have powerful beginnings. And this is the start of a whole new era in trivia gaming. And we're going to be the poster child of the new generation. So we kickstart with 1 million in monthly prizes, divided into free cash prizes, divided into also prizes that we will use like travel, etc., and all the global player engagement that we have already committed in. So we are really moving hard forward. And when we have a huge player base, we will monetize because, of course, we are here to make a lot of money from paid games and advertising. That's when we open the Battle Royale paid version. We continue with the game with a new game every 5 minutes, 288 times a day. The entry fee will only be $1, and we will render cash prices. 20% of what's being in each game go to number 1, 10% to number 2, 5% to number 3. That's amazing. So it's an attractive price game that have frequent winnings, continue 24/7, 365 days a year. You can always wake up and you can enter the app and you can play a game within a few minutes. Really, really enticing, exhilarating, fascinating experience. So the potential, let's look here on the left side. If we have 3 million daily players that spend $1 each, that's our goal, okay? We intend to reach that goal through our media partnerships. So that will give us more than 10,000 players in every game, 288 times a day. So that will, if they put in $1, we have $10,000 coming in. We have $3,500 in cash prices for every game every 5 minutes, okay? So that's $2,000 to number 1, $1,000 to number 2, $500 to number 3. Don't come and tell me that's not interesting. That's a month's salary in many, many countries all over the world. So this is really, really cool. And we will spend more than $1 million in daily cash prices. In addition to this, we will set off another 15% because we have 50% we're going to use in different jackpots and different initiatives. So it will be a money stream, unprecedented money stream to the players with that number of players. But of course, 3 million that pay you $1 every day is not reached in a day. But let's give it a week or a month, folks. Let's make it really happen now. On the right side, we're looking at the 100,000 player event game. So that's an example what we can do when you have 100,000 people coming in for an event. It could be a Liverpool on a Saturday. It could be a Manchester on a Sunday. It could be a movie battle. It could be whatever. And you have a scheduled event. And let's say 100,000 people enjoy from all over the world. If we have 3 million paying players out there, we're probably going to get 100,000 easily come in. Let's say, for argument, a World Cup in football or a football fight. You have 100,000, there are $100,000 coming in, 35,000 in cash prices for that game, 20,000 to number 1, 10,000 to number 2, 5,000 to number 3. And now we start getting excited. I'm not going to add a 0 to it because you can do that yourself. If you add the 0 to it, you're probably looking at a realistic thing. If you run an example, who's best in Manchester United across the globe? Because it's a huge football club, 600 plus million fans all over the world. To get 100,000 or even 200,000 playing that game, wow, probably $1 million you can get. So this could be different categories, and you can also have different qualification to be able to enter here. So we are looking at, with our main scenario, 30 million players, and we are able, that's only 1% of the global football fans. We will hopefully manage to get 10% of them to spend $1 a day in the long run, which gives us $1.5 million to distribute every day and 500 million to distribute on an annual basis. So we are in partnership with 600 million fans, or at least the access to 600 million fans starting November 15. And that's amazing. Our gaming concept will change the way people look at trivia, and we will create a really momentous battle out there. So now flip over to the business part, and we're gonna talk a little bit about what business can become here. So the main mission for us is to empower all stakeholders to be rewarded in a real-time business model that's also trustless. So with trustless, we talk blockchain. And we are definitely changing the way this business is done. And we have a great track record already. Even if we are a little bit later than we envisioned, we have more than 120,000 development hours. We have millions of lines of code. more than 100,000 users, more than 50,000 paying users. We flipped around $15 million in net sales, 85, probably 90 now in transaction value. We have done a lot of stuff. We have a great team. Here you see the total business team. That's everyone that's involved in the business side of running Super One. We have 37 people here. Out of these, about 30 are on full time. The other 7 are leaders and advisors. So we have a great team, about 30 people, daily involved in Super One. We are located in Norway. We are located in Bali. We are located in Lebanon, actually. We have people many places in the world. So that's really good team. We have been very good lately at getting much better, how should we say, management procedures and done a lot of good things. We have our technology team in India. They are 29 people at the moment, really do a lot of work. This weekend they have Diwali. So sorry, Monday, they are not operational. They are celebrating, and like I always say to them, they are running around in the street, throwing colored powder on themselves. So we cannot help with that. So this weekend, we are a little bit late on support because of that. Platform Cloud, powered by AWS, the world's biggest hosting environment, run by Amazon. Really powerful stuff, accessible at the fingertips at a decent cost. We have our platform auditor, KPMG, that's working with the technology team in India, and they have issued now 2 reports on us. They doing audit on our development and technology, and they are issuing these reports on a monthly basis. And as we move forward, they will also move into audit of the creative bonuses, of the calculation, of the game. Everything that needs to be audited is going forward into that. So let's talk about the business model. So the business model is where we split the money that comes in, the net revenue, and we talked a lot about that before. But the net revenue, which is the gross revenue less 50%, goes into staking, creators, stars, platform, and owners. That's the split, how we split the money. So when we look at our main scenario with 3 million players at $1 a day, wow. Then we have 1.5 million to distribute, and we have 500 million in yearly distribution. So to the creators, it will go $300,000 a day or 100 million a year. And to staking, which you're also part of, it's the same numbers. So amazing, and you should not forget about. We just show you all the great star features we have. That's really important for the engagement level to get things moving. We really need to have the stars, influencers. That's the success of YouTube. YouTubers, because of YouTubers, influencers on YouTube, they have a lot of people looking at YouTube. So that's important, really important how we move that. So let's look at what one token will have in kind of paid out bonus. When we look at 3 million players at $1 per day, it's not that much. $1 a day is not much. So the potential there is that yearly token bonus of $50 million. This is with, I can say, only 3 million players. We can become 6, we can become 16. We don't know. We can also become 300,000, but I don't believe that. I believe with our reach, we will be into the millions. So the circulating supply is about 500 million. I will show you that in detail in a moment. And the yearly token bonus is then 10 cents per token. If we are using a price earning ratio of 50, which is a market average, is actually a little bit conservative to compare to many. Amazon is currently priced at a price earning of 100. So we're using half of that. Amazon is a big company, lot of success. So we say 50, okay, that's $5. We can also say 10 because we can use the price earning of 100, but we don't do that. So the pool token, and all of you are familiar, you can still grab the pool token out there. The yearly pool bonus is now 7.5%, will be $37.5 million. And the circulating supply is 600,000, and the yearly token bonus per token is $62.50. And the token value, if you use the same thing for a pool value or pool token value, you're looking at north of $3,000 in value. And we're probably going to make them tradable in a certain extent also, whether inside the platform or in external capacity as we move forward. Because I know a lot of you have this pool token and they're going to be very valuable going forward. So that's important also to stress that these are our estimates and they are based on these parameters like 3 million players a day, paying players doing $1 a day and doing 50% in net revenue. Of course, we cannot guarantee this, but this is how we look at it, how we calculate it. So we're not going to talk about the listing now. There's coming a lot of information there. We're going to talk about the token vesting on the platform. So when you look on the token vesting, we have created what we mean is a very solid scheme going into the market. So what we're going to do, we're going to have a listing coming. We contemplate the listing to start late 2022. It will start with the company releasing about 83 million tokens into the trading pools that we do with Ashram Trading. That's needed and into market making. So then we have the pre-sale investors. And we have creators. That's the two different parties that will release tokens. So the pre-sale investors are top VC firms that add a lot of credibility to the project and come in with huge amount of money. They're going to have a 6-month vesting starting on the 1st of January or the date we list. So we will have daily vesting for everyone. And the creator scheme that applies to about 217 million tokens in total will start at the same time as the investors, and it will continue till the end of 2023. And then the creator vesting is divided into 4 different tiers. You have one tier starting immediately in early January. You have one starting 2 months later in early March, 1st of March, and you have another 2 months later in May, and another one starting in the beginning of July. So the reason why we have done this is to make sure that the market is not flooded with tokens, because if we open the floodgates immediately, we will damage for everybody. At the same time, this is a balancing act because we are bringing in top investors to really help us to boost the price of the token and the credibility of the whole project. So we need to be able to offer them also good value. And many of you creators have been with us for a while. You have been able to buy tokens at a very, very favorable price, very low price. Now we're moving to a new territory. As you know, we have more than 50,000 token holders. We cannot open for Wild West trading immediately. That's why we partnered with Ashram Trading, and they will help us. The whole goal is to reach about 50% in circulating supply out of the total cap of 1 billion within 1 year from listing, within 1 year from January if we're listing in 2022. So that's the whole rollout. I'm gonna, in the creator presentation that follow this, I'm gonna go into detail on the creator vesting tiers. So this is it. And I know there has been a little bit of discussion and turmoil related to this. You should look into it and look at why we do these things. We do these things to create a solid rollout in the market with a daily emission or a daily release of circulating supply that the market can handle. So we need to be a little bit in control until we really get, this is also aligned with the game. So once we start rolling out the paid version, first quarter, we will catch up really on the trading. So future expansion, here comes the first little surprise on the left side, Superbank. We are in negotiations with a banking provider to provide us with a digital bank under the label Superbank and to be connected to the Super One platform. It's really cool stuff. Actually, they have also invested in us. So it's really cool and it's moving forward. We will not release this immediately, but when you look into the future expansion and opportunities, we will also include Superbank into the Super token. So that's amazing. It's really amazing. And I can tell you, if you look into the digital bank, Nubank in South America, they have about 60 something million customers now. They are earning $7 per active customer every day, every month. $7 per active customer is their net contribution. So there is an amazing opportunity within this financial sector. And with the deregulation of the financial sector, there are tremendous opportunities around many corners. And the banking provider we have is licensed in more than 180 countries. So we are looking at a global operation. There are card schemes. There are everything into this. And we will be, it will be a connected company, but we will use the same token. So then we have looking into what we can do on education and the enterprise. We will text this a little bit in the free version or the version we release. There is tremendous opportunities going forward in these two segments, and especially in the enterprise, there is a lot of monetization opportunities. We're not going to spend time about this. This is just future expansion and verticals we are working on. So that's the business model. It's amazing how we are able to change maybe the landscape a bit with our real-time model, and how we are able to distribute money in a real time. And I think that also the way we have managed to build the team, and really how we have been hard at work, trying and fixing and moving forward. We really work very hard, and we have achieved a lot. So that's good. Now we're going to look into the creator model that you all know. What we do here is to empower everyone to actually earn bonuses from their creations. And it all comes out of what we call the creator bonuses. Those bonuses, there are 7 of them, basically. Some of them are shared with others on the platform, like token holders, general token holders. They might not be a creator, but they will also have token bonus. It could be others in the future that buying the cards and spaces, but they still have to enter the creator program. So there are these 7 magical bonuses. The direct bonus, where you earn from your own activity. You have the binary, you have the matching, you have token bonus, which is 10% from everything that happened on the platform. You have the card, spaces, and the pool. So let's look very quickly into them, because we had we just released our creative playbook, which is much more detailed than what we're going to do today. We have to access all these bonuses. You need to have a creative loot box. They're starting at $10, ending up with a diamond at $50,000. So the direct bonus is where you earn 10% of all your direct connection. This will apply to everyone on the platform, also the players. So there is no requirement getting in here. I know we have communicated some few requirements before. We have removed those. There is no requirement whatsoever. This is for everyone on the platform at any time to utilize as much as they want. So the binary bonus is where you build your teams in a structured way, and you're able to earn from not only yourself, but also from a team coming connected to you. So what we do, we have 2 real binary innovations in this company. We have the binary artificial intelligence engine that is placing people where it's most profitable for you as a referral or sponsor. And we are also placing you with partial execution or distributional packages. So for those of you familiar with the binary, if you cannot balance it properly, let's say you don't have enough to balance, we use the available balance amount, and we pay you money on that, and we pay you a token on the other hand. And that's another feature with Super One. For now, we are paying also tokens in the weaker team. That's something we do to incentivize the early creators, and they will make a lot of money from receiving these tokens, because as we list this token and start trading, they will be instrumental and they will be valuable. If you look on the second innovation we have here, is the binary priority. That means this is still a little bit under development. It's coming shortly. It takes shorter time than I thought. So basically, we will pay out the binary based on your priority. So if you are a platinum, like in this example, you will have a reach all the way for binary down to 6 generations of binary. Really cool stuff. If you want more detail, we refer you to the playbook. So matching bonus, here where you earn in generations. Many leaders really want to earn from matching, and I know why, because it's a money machine. You're earning every time someone in your direct downlines, whether they be in your spillover team or your team, you are earning a matching bonus up to 8 generation. If you have the diamond, 8 diamond generation, you're earning 6 platinum generations, etc., etc. All details in the playbook. Token bonus, 10% from every transaction that goes on the platform goes directly to the token holders. This is part of a security staking, and more details on that later. So the card bonus is where we have connected all the cards, all the NFT cards connected to questions. When they are used in a premium purchase, we pay 5%. We pay 5% to, if there is a bronze card, we will have to pay 25% because we pay then 5% on all tires. So the tires, you higher tire you have, like a gold, it will stake from all questions, both hard, medium, and easy. And the same with platinum and diamond. Those are more valuable because the platinum are 10 times less than the gold, and the diamond 10 times less, and that's only 1 diamond card per category. So this is really cool stuff, and a whole new thing we have created and innovated here in Super One. Same with the spaces. We are bundling spaces now with the packages, and you need to be able to have, you need to start with a gold pack to be able to enter into this, because we want people to have a little bit of skin in the game before they're entering into this, because this is going to be highly lucrative as we move forward. And the spaces is probably one of the most best kept secrets inside Super One for now. It's really need more focus. What I haven't disclosed to you or shown you is that we have a whole new concept rolling out towards the advertisers. We have this different campaign, bronze campaign, silver, gold, platinum, diamond. They are all full of features. They're all full of cognitive intelligence and how we can place things, time of the day, geography. We've really been hard at work doing this, and that will come as we move forward. So the pool bonus, there are still 9,000 pool tokens left, and we have to move on. Here it's here is 7.5% for every transaction. I asked the team to update in the app. Somebody was claiming it was 6.25 in the app. That's maybe correct in the app, but it's corrected on the back end. So it's paid 7.5% from every transaction. We have 2 batches like we have displayed in the playbook. So the loot boxes range from $10 to $50,000, and there are different content in this. There is a lot of game content that you will enjoy, and that's really give you an advantage in the game. And if you're not playing in the game, well, then you still have the content. So you have the NFT cards, the spaces, you have the super tokens, and what I will say is that the platinum and diamond, they have super token bonus in these tires. That means that the platinum have 15% bonus, and the diamond has 30% bonus. So those 2 higher packages have these bonuses because they mean you have a lot of skin in the game, as we call it. They also have a little bit more pool tokens, and they due to that fact that they're higher valued packages. So when you look into the bonus thing, we have the 3 first packages have a cap, an earning cap of 10 times the package value or the loot box value. Once they have reached the cap, it will recharge at the same price. The other 3, gold, platinum, and diamond, they have unlimited earning capability and gives you the opportunity to earn as much you want. When it comes to the direct, everyone has 10%. Binary, a normal binary, 10%. For the entry pack is limited to the entry. From bronze and above, every package will have the 10%. The double binary, which means you get 20%, is related to your package tire. So for entry, you can earn on entry packs, bronze on bronze, silver, gold, platinum on the various packages. So diamond will earn from diamond packs as we move on. The matching is generational, starting with the bronze pack with direct matching, all your direct referrals. 2 generations of silver, 4 of gold, 6 of platinum, 8, a massive 8 on diamond. So that's crazy. Then you have the cards, BSGPD, it's for bronze, silver, gold, platinum, diamond. Then you have the tokens. You will earn 10%, is the flat staking, but you will have more tokens, of course, if you have platinum and diamond, because you have the bonus there. So you have the pool, 7.5%. And here comes the loot box vesting. And we have if you remember from the total vesting in the company, we had 270 million coming from the creators. We're going to start with the diamond packs, starting on a 6-month vesting from the listing date, or the first of January. We're going to add the platinum phasing in 2 months later. We're phasing gold in 2 months later, and we are phasing all of the packages 2 months later. So why do we do this? Again, it's the same argument. We want to reach those 270 million tokens that we need to release. And this is calculated based on, this is not the full amount of token. This is our calculation based on activity, based on a lot of things. So we need to divide this into something. And we also know that we earlier had some director priority, and we're going to uphold that. We're going to look a little bit into this scheme. So don't take everything as carved in stone, because we got some comments back from the gold, etc. We just need to have a little bit look how we do it. So we're going to make sure that you are preferential care taken, but we need to put up this now. And we're going to look into what we said earlier and who acted on actually in those cases. So we're going to have a little bit closer look into that. So just having said that. So this is done in general. This is done to make sure we enter the market in a proper way. If 100% coming through the door in one go, there will be no space for anyone. So we want to phase this in based on your skin in the game, and there might be other requirement coming also, but this is the main thing we are rolling forward. So let's look on the tokens that's inside the loot boxes. We have in the current price on the super token, it's at 10 cents. From November 1st, we increased the price to 20 cents. That's the hard cap. That's a hard break. So market price is comes in from listing. That's the super token. The pool token, we currently have 2 in the gold pack, 26 in the platinum, 140 in the diamond. And from November 1st, we're going to reduce that to 1 in the gold, 13 in the platinum, and 17 in the diamond, provided there are any left. They are selling out pretty quickly. So if you want pool tokens, the time is now before the end of October. So then the next days and week, there's going to be a rush to catch this. So that's the price changes. Why we are doing this? From November 15, this company and this token have a completely different value. When we are into the market, we are opening for millions and millions of players. We're never going to look back at 0.10 or not even 0.20. That's my prediction, okay? So you have to hold me accountable for that, but there's no guarantee that things are going to move forward. So let's look again at the potential if you're buying one of these loot boxes. And this is, again, I want to say these are our estimates and no guarantee. Let's have a look on what happens if you buy a bronze loot box. You get 1,000 super token. That's what you get. You get a token bonus every year for $100, which is actually 100% of what you paid. So it's a 100% return. It's pretty good. The value of those tokens will be 5,000, given the scenario of 3 million players at $1 a day and a price earning of 50. Pricing, we can call it a pricing of 50. You will have a total value of 5,000 from the bronze pack. That's pretty good. You look at the gold, it's even better, because then you also get into the pool tokens, fully seeded after a year. and you will have the token bonus of $1,000. You will have a pool bonus of $1,250. It's total bonus of $2,250 every year, and the value will be a whopping $112,500 combined. So that's the bronze potential and gold potential. It's really it's for everyone. You can start at $100, or you can go for gold at $1,000. And for those of you who want to aim higher, we also have the platinum and the diamond packs, of course. And basically, we're looking here, you have even better leverage and better return, because you have the super token with bonuses, and you have more pool tokens. So you have 115,000 super token that renders you 11,500 on the platinum pack every year. And the pool bonus will be 16,250, totaling 27, nearly 28,000 in bonus. And that's nearly 3 times the value of the pack. So if you look on the total value, you're looking at close to $1.4 million, which is amazing. Of course, this is provided the price earning of 3 million paying players, and that the market is willing to price us at that. When you look at the diamond, which is our top offering in the creator scheme, it's just more of everything, and the total bonuses will be more than $150,000 a year, and you're looking at a value close to $8 million combined value. Of course, these are our projections, and you have to make up your own mind. But this is amazing, and the potential here is crazy. So that's our creator model, and we think this is really something for everyone, and many of you are into this. And we're going to end there today. We spent approximately 1 hour going through everything, and we're going to release this presentation shortly. And we're going to release the recording. And I always say thank you very much for your attention. And I also want to say that big things have small beginnings, or as I said earlier in the presentation, big things have powerful beginnings. And that's where we are today. And I wish you all a very great weekend. We have some very, very busy days in front of us. There is a lot of things happening, and we will reach out as soon as possible. I know we have booked a lot of private meetings now going forward, and Stians, they will never sleep the next week. Neither will I, neither will Amanda, Shelley, or any of you that's really active with us. So thank you all for your effort. Happy for any input on this. This is a living document. We are actually updating it all the time. We don't mind tuning it, but this is the fixed thing, and this is how we go. We are updating our white paper that will come out next week. We have done a lot of it, including the new gaming section, new team section. There's a lot of things coming there also with Nowhere's security or Nowhere's protocol. A lot of good stuff. Thank you very much on this Saturday here from Norway. Let's move forward. Let's do our best to make the remaining of October a fantastic ending and a good springboard for us into November. Thank you very much, and have a great weekend. Bye-bye. Tomorrow, don't forget, tomorrow at 3 p.m., 1500 CET, we run another AMA. You can ask me any questions. I'm gonna look at the questions I got now. You can ask at super.one. I will get all those questions directly to me. We will run that AMA, and we will also have Stians in there tomorrow, and we will discuss things that's maybe not covered in this presentation. Thank you very much, and have a great Saturday.